Hello there, and welcome back to the Soap Insider 2.0. I was just having a cuppa this morning when I heard the latest whispers about EastEnders, and believe me, this one has me both surprised and a bit saddened. Imagine, after all these years of family feuds, the drama is taking another unexpected twist. Today, we're chatting about a potential baby row that looks set to throw Suki and Eve into further turmoil. Now, I know some of you might be thinking back to those classic moments from the square, and believe me, this could be just as explosive. Let's get the scene straight. Picture this EastEnders, where every secret and every word carries the weight of decades of family history. Recently, there's been talk that trouble might be brewing over a very sensitive subject, a baby. Now, while it might sound like just another storyline, fans know that anything involving the Painizar family and their complicated ties can mean serious shifts in the narrative. I'm hearing that there's a rumor about a potential split between Suki and Eve. Now, the idea of a baby row isn't entirely new in soaps, but when it comes to these two, it hits close to home. We all remember the layers of conflict that have built up between Suki and Eve over time, from differing opinions on family and duty to those moments where personal dreams collided with harsh realities. And now, it seems, a secret might be pushing them further apart. I'm not saying that everything is set in stone, but the tea is definitely piping hot. Some sources hint that a character, let's call her Ivani, might be at the center of this controversy. Apparently, there's been a suggestion that her situation with an unexpected pregnancy has stirred up old wounds. It's as if the past is clawing its way back into the present, and both Suki and Eve might not be ready for what comes next. Honestly, for those of us who've followed the saga for years, it feels a bit like DAG Vu, a reminder that in Walford, you never truly escape your history. Now, if you think about it, the idea of a baby row tearing apart a family in EastEnders isn't just about the child itself, it's about the underlying tensions. Fans might remember all too well that many of the decisions and disputes in the square often have a deep, personal edge. Suki, for instance, has always been a character with her own set of complicated motivations. Over the years, her actions have sparked as much controversy as admiration. And Eve, on the other hand, has had enough of the drama that comes with clashing ambitions and family expectations. Here's where it gets particularly interesting. There's chatter that Ivani, who's caught in the middle of things, might be feeling pressured by Suki in ways that go beyond mere opinion. It's suggested that Suki could be using this situation to force her own ideals about family and duty. Imagine being in Ivani's shoes, caught between respecting one's own choices and yielding to pressures from someone who's determined to shape the future the way they want it. I can't help but think of the many times we've seen similar conflicts on the screen where a character's stubborn insistence on holding on to the past ends up creating new chaos. In a lighter moment, which there's always room for, even in the midst of chaos, I have to wonder, could this be the sort of storyline that forces our favorite characters to grow in unexpected ways? Perhaps even giving Eve a chance to assert herself in a way we've not seen before. Sometimes, when families get split by conflict, it's not just the pain that divides them, but also the possibility of coming back together on a new, stronger footing. I know it might sound a bit optimistic in a show that thrives on betrayal and shock, but it's that very unpredictability that has kept us hooked over the years. Let's be clear, nothing is set in stone, and we're all just speculating based on what little teasing the show has done. Yet, that's what makes these moments so intriguing, the promise of conflict and the chance for real, messy emotion to surface on our screens. There's talk of a pivotal scene where differences might come to a head in a very public setting, a moment that could change how we see the characters forever. And isn't that what we live for as soap fans? The unexpected twists that echo the real life messiness of relationships and family dynamics. Now, let's pause a moment and think about what this might mean for each of our characters. Suki has always been a bit of a force of nature, unapologetic and at times downright intimidating. If she's seen as trying to control every outcome, that's bound to rub Eve the wrong way. And Eve, as we all know, has had her fair share of struggles with trust and control. This potential baby row might just be the catalyst that forces both of them to confront not only their differences, but also their deepest insecurities. Some fans are saying that this could be the turning point for Suki. After all, if she's pushing too hard, maybe she'll face the consequences of trying to dictate what's best for everyone else without considering their feelings. And then there's the element of Avani's own journey. While it may look like she's just caught in the crossfire, this storyline could be her moment to finally choose for herself rather than being used as a pawn in someone else's agenda. It's always these layered narratives that make EastEnders so compelling. There are no clear heroes or villains, just people trying to navigate the stormy seas of life. I can't help but let my mind wander back to some of the most memorable arguments on the show, the ones that left us all gripping our armrests and thinking about our own family dynamics. This upcoming storyline has that same potential. It's raw, it's fraught with emotion, and above all, it promises to shake up the status quo in a way that only EastEnders can. Before I sign off, I'd just like to add that while we're all excited, Ella's, and yes, a little nervous about where this might lead, it's important to remember that what we love about EastEnders is its ability to surprise us. Whether Suki and Eve's relationship takes a tragic turn, or whether this conflict leads to a renewed understanding between them, one thing's for sure, the road ahead is going to be bumpy. And isn't that what makes watching a soap so real and relatable? So, what do you reckon? Are we about to witness another chapter in the turbulent story of Suki, Eve, and the mysterious pressures around a baby? I'd love to know your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let's have a proper chinwag about what might happen next. If you enjoyed this bit of EastEnders gossip and want to keep up with all the twists and turns, do click the like button and subscribe to the Soap Insider 2.0. Trust me, there's always more drama brewing here, and I'll be sure to keep you in the loop. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep calm and carry on watching EastEnders.